Greetings. Today we're talking about why self-expression is self-care. The moon continues in Cancer, where it's been for the past couple of days, and then goes into Leo, completing this Leo moon cycle. So we've come full circle with the moon returning back to Leo. And the timing on that is 10:09 a.m. Pacific time when the moon enters Leo. So you might notice, if you're paying attention to the moon sign and the vibe, right as the moon shifts, sometimes you can feel a shift in the energy. So with the moon shifting from water sign of Cancer to fire sign of Leo, we have that sort of that letting go of the more feeling part of the mood, the vibe, and into a more outward, sharing oriented, expressive tone. I'm Marina Orms here with your Astro Vibe for Friday, August 30th. And so with the shift of the moon from Cancer into Leo, we come full circle, returning to where this moon cycle began with the new moon in Leo. The moon is waning right now. It is heading into the next new moon that will begin a new moon cycle, and Mercury is now direct. So with the shift of the moon into Leo, we start to move things outward, have a completion moment of what we began. So the things that were put in motion at the beginning of this moon cycle related to self-expression and creativity are getting we're getting kind of a return to that energy, right? We're having an opportunity to reflect, to think back on what we've learned in terms of self-expression and creativity, what we've learned about who we are, how we share, and what it looks like to be yourself and express yourself in the world. So your creative work might have gotten a little more clarity through this moon cycle. And this is a perfect time, as the moon returns to Leo, to think about, what have you learned about your self-expression? What have you learned or done creatively? And most importantly, how are you learning more about who you are, what it looks like and feels like to do that self-expression from your own genuine self, authentically who you are here to be. Because when you are living according to your own truth, it feels good, right? You feel like you're doing what you're supposed to be doing. And there might be ways you can bring that into, maybe you're in a job or a life situation that feels sometimes like you have to cater to something that is not really authentic, something that's not true to who you are. You have to do things that aren't really the most fun, right? Maybe you don't enjoy every aspect of your work. And so it's a reminder that even in those moments, even when we are doing something that isn't really, making the most of our talents and abilities, is not really fun and true to who we are, we still have the ability to bring in that quality of being who we are into our work. So whatever you're doing, whatever you're doing in your daily life, whether it is through employment or or otherwise, right? It's your day-to-day work routine, the things that you do and the ways that you bring yourself into that, right? The ways you bring who you are into your work. That is what we are returning to reflect on as we complete this moon cycle. So we've come full circle, we've maybe learned some things, and it's an important time to notice and pay attention to how you are sharing of yourself, how you are putting yourself into your work, how what is uniquely you gets to be expressed, and making the work that you do, the day-to-day activities that you do, something that comes from you, from your essence, from who you are. And so what have you learned throughout this moon cycle about that? We had a full moon in Aquarius in the middle of the moon cycle that helped us to connect with a bigger picture of authenticity, shifting into new ideas, new possibilities, opening to new ways of thinking about things. And that can come back to the way that we express ourselves, right? And being unique and being different and being true to yourself and marching to your own drummer, but putting that way that you do things into your work and how you express yourself in every aspect of your life. So thinking about creative projects, thinking about the way that you share, the way you tell your story, the way you put it out there, the way you know, maybe don't always feel like it's the best, but you're working on it. You are a work in progress. And that essence of who you are and the way that it comes through you is important. And that's where we come back to that Cancer self-care that we've had, right, for the past couple of days, and coming back to center, taking care of yourself and your needs, so that when you express yourself, it is coming from a place of being connected to who you are. You have to remember who you are before you can share it outwardly. So, and that process of putting it out there, of trying, even if it's, maybe a trial and error kind of thing, maybe you have to put it out there and realize, oh, there's some more work that I want to do on this. It's the process. And the Leo energy is the experience of being seen. So you need to share. And that is a part of the process that helps you develop the creative experience, is by it being seen and you having the experience of sharing it outwardly. There's some of it happens inwardly, and then some of it needs to move outward to move, right? To expand into what it is, what its potential is. So now that Mercury is direct, also we can start to think about how we need to communicate and what is ready to move forward. I shared at the beginning of this moon cycle how the energy of Leo is kind of at odds with a Mercury retrograde time period. So the learning about our creative self-expression has largely been inward and something we're working out inside of ourselves, through reflection, through inner explorations and self-discovery, through experimenting and being playful and fun, having fun. So now it's the time to begin to move that outward as a way of completing this. Okay, I've been doing this inner process. Now it's time to share that outwardly. And we'll head into the Virgo new moon following this Leo moon energy, and then we'll build from there. Thanks so much for being here. I'm Marina Orms, and you can learn more about me at astrologyheals.com. Thank you for being here and subscribing. I will see you next time. I'm here every day with Astrology for Unshakable Self-Care. Bye for now.